In this video, I'm going to talk about smart pricing. So look, if you're already operating, you might think, Piers, actually, I know what smart pricing is. You know, if you're not operating, you're about to get to the industry, you might find it, oh wow, you know, how do I turn it off and turn it on? But the reality is a lot of people don't understand their market. So even if you're an experienced operator, you will like this video because I'm going to talk about the trends that smart pricing works with, and secondly, does it actually fit your property? Because a lot of time, look, the market says something, Airbnb teaches you something, but is that what your property deserve? And that's a lot of question I ask with many people I work with. I go, okay, what pricing strategy do you have? Is your Airbnb currently on a smart pricing? And a lot of 99% of operators go with the flow of going, actually, I do it because this is what I've been told. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Piers from GrowYourBnb.com. I've worked with over 1,900 properties all over the world, from vacation rentals, holiday lets, boats, boats on Airbnb, Spain, Portugal, Dubai, one of the largest block in the UK. So I have pretty much gone through marketing and advertising for all these clients, and today I'm going to show you two things here: A, how to work with smart pricing, and B, does it fit your property and your strategy? What Airbnb tells you with smart pricing is it actually determines the best price for your available nightly rate. Could be, if you've got a gap in between the higher season, what are you meant to charge depending on the demand, the supplies and stuff. Firstly, I'm going to share you my screen. Let's go through it together. If you've never seen an Airbnb account, you'll probably be wondering how the things work. If you have, let's do it together and really understand how the process works. Now you can see I am currently in one of our clients' account, and so eventually, if you're looking at different options, what happens then generally is that you'll see a lot of different nightly rates. You'll see, smart pricing at the moment. I have turned it off for this client because I truly believe that, that's not the strategy that fits this client. Now, about Nikki a little bit. Nikki has already got 2 property on a JV with somebody else, currently sat around doing smaller nightly rates, the 2-night stays, 3-night stay. That's what's been running. So then decided that he's got properties in her books. It's the one that's his purchased, one to make sure that he's achieving longer term booking, he's achieving the profits he wants. And the way we wanted to do firstly was, if you look at smart pricing, there's an option where it says, look, smart pricing, it automatically adjusts your price based on demands. Your price stays within the range you set, and you can change it at any time. So firstly, you can see how we've decided what her pricing should be. So we've set at £120 a night flat rate, which is what has worked for her in terms of how we want to attract the monthly discount and stuff, whereas her competition at the moment are all sat down below the £100 benchmark. Now, first thing is, let me just turn on the smart pricing so you get to understand how it works. So at this moment in time, this Airbnb account, based on what Airbnb thinks, as of you can see how she's already booked till the end of August. That's why there's no data behind it. But after that, you can see how she's been recommended around anywhere between 88, 82, 85, and then there's a dip on a Wednesday for £81, and it kind of fluctuates within what they think Airbnb can achieve for you till November. What has happened here is it obviously hasn't calculated the minimum night stay on what we want to work with. In my case, my client is currently set on 7 nights minimum stay. So all of a sudden you have the option to say, well, actually, is it now worth the same strategy of working with, do I actually work with a fixed length of stay, or in this account, if you can see, the minimum night stay is 7. So our pricing strategy has slight change, because what we've done here is we've sat around 120 to 20 flat base, but based on the profit we want to achieve, we've worked out some monthly discount that's going to make her the £1,000 net profit. So now I want to talk about 4 things about smart pricing based on your property. So first thing, let's talk about local popularity, right? So if you're in an investment area where you think there's a massive concert happening, like for example in Birmingham, they had the Commonwealth game. all of a sudden, every single property in Birmingham was fully booked for that 2 weeks, right? People were charging quite high nightly rates, and the smarter one who had the smart pricing on were actually automatically getting higher rates than normal. The people who forgot to turn on the smart pricing could actually, even though they would have made a lot of money and were fully booked for that 2 weeks, they might not have got this smart pricing option to go up, extremely up. Some of the nightly rate were over £200, where the base rate should be about 120. So firstly, what is the local popularity? The second thing smart pricing looks at is the listing popularity, which means one thing, reviews. How well are you getting those reviews? Are they fully, are obviously most of your customers giving you review? They've got their back-end algorithm that clicks that. You might have somebody stay with you, but if 50% or less of your client don't actually give you review, then there's a concern for Airbnb. So that's something that Airbnb definitely looks at. The third thing is obviously every location goes through a seasonal plan, right? So the demand in the area as it goes towards the winter month, or actually anywhere between October to November. Obviously December you've got Christmas and stuff, so you will quite start getting busy. But in that month, is your property gonna dip down on a market, and actually you might be starting charging, they might do a smart pricing based on low seasons, and actually if currently what you saw earlier was saying 88, 89 on the peak season, it might actually drop you to 60, 65 in low season. Now, you are not going to make profit based on that pricing because of the smart pricing telling you that you can only charge this much. So again, the control side of thing I find with smart pricing is a bit less. And the last time is the lead time in the business. Now, I've been a massive, I talk about it with every single customer that I work with. When somebody gets booked, I'm looking at when did they book and when are they checking in. If you are an experienced operator and if you've been in the industry for the last 5 years, you're going to see a trend, and there's a trend that, I don't want to share that in this YouTube video because a lot of time people go by what I say in the video, and actually then because of the strategy backup they might not have, it actually goes the other way around for clients. But the lead time for us with GrowYourBnb and our clients are completely different to somebody who just opens their account, right? Now, the way to find lead time is if you go into your Airbnb, go into backend, there is an option to look at your conversion and the lead time between your competition and yourself. Right, obviously you've seen the manual version or actually looked at how I do the screen share. On this video, I'm gonna leave down literally a step-by-step process that you guys can follow as you're starting your journey to change the smart pricing strategy. Look, there's no harm not to use it. I personally think if you're launching property, I am going to purely based on my profit. I don't care what the market's charging. I don't care what the demands and the supplies going through, because at the end of the day, with 99% of clients I've worked with have turned off smart pricing and gone through my profit pricing strategy, have started to attract longer term stay, have gone from 2-3 nights minimum stay to 7 nights, and eventually they've actually made more profit at the end. So it's all going back into the algorithm you set into your Airbnb account. So guys, I hope you enjoyed another GrowYourBnB video regarding smart pricing. We've done loads of other videos about Airbnb. I actually had a client who said he was putting me on while he's going and looking at properties on his phone as a part of podcast, and it's a great way to learn. Look, the screen share is something that you might want to come and look at it, but there's so many other videos that you can binge listen to, not even watch it, while you're driving somewhere, so that you get to learn about short-term rental, the best way to operate your Airbnb business. So thank you so much for watching another GrowYourBnB video. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe and share, and we'll be back with another video soon.